Hey kids, what's up? It's your boy Justin Omoe, and today I want to talk to you about a certain bundle on Waves. Yes, I spent more money on Waves. Like, look, $4,000 on sale for $4.99, but with the coupon code that you can use today is $2.99. No, but for real, I upgraded. It had Horizon and some other shit, and some of the plugins I already had from like another thing that I bought, and I still didn't show to y'all, like the Chris Lord Agile Fragile Algae guitars. But yeah, anyways, what I want to do to you guys and girls today is, love y'all, but also show y'all 80 plugins from this bundle as quick as I can, and just give you a quick detail of it and how it feels. Maybe I could go in depth with this in other future videos. Let me know. But before you're allowed to have fun, you have to hit that thumbs up button as well as the subscribe button. Also, if you want to love your boy a little bit more, go to Instagram and follow me there, as well as Twitter, because I talk a lot of stupidness on Twitter. I'll be going through this in alphabetical order for all the 80 plugins, because this is an alphabetical order over here. So first one I'm looking for is called Audio Track. There it is. Input. Band. Okay, so this looks like it's a channel strip of sort. It has the EQ, a compressor, input, output, a gate. So this is similar to like a solid state logic channel strip. So let's go ahead and get some sound going on in here. Don't y'all, think? Actually, let's just do my voice real quick, because this is a channel strip, This has precision 1, 2. I have no idea what it does. Here is the modern look. It looks a little bit better in the modern, if I do say so myself. But then again, black is a new awesome in skin vectors shit. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you gate sounds. I like it. You can see the noise generating from my fan. Okay, and then you can hear my voice is pretty damn squashed. It'll be even worse if I do this. Oh my goodness. Pretty good for beatboxing. And then the EQ, so we can, do a little 4-band, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, my output sound good, This is the audio track. Next up, we got something called the bass rider, or bass rider, whichever fish we're riding today. Apparently, there's a studio, or a live version, and then a regular. My guess is that the live, oh my god, what the hell's going on? My guess is that the live version is going to be faster on the CPU or something like that. All right, so this is gonna deal with the bass vocals or sound signals. Let's get a bass line, number 9 here. So as you see, this thing is pretty damn snappy. What this does is it's trying to ride the signal to get a level that is balanced, almost like a compressor of sorts. Actually, it kind of is acting like a compressor, but you could, but instead of compressing it down, it's trying to use the volume to level it up. Yeah, bass rider. So this is useful to balance out those bass signals if you wish to keep it all in one plane. Okay, so for some reason, this thing shows up as C1 compressor on the Waves for this thing here. See, so don't get me wrong, but I'm guessing it's gonna be just this one that they're doing. So false advertisement. I'm gonna sue y'all. Anywho, a compressor compresses. So this is just like what we did with the audio strip. It's just a compressor or expansion. So yeah, so I'm setting my threshold. Next thing is set the ratio. So we got the curve, and you can visually see what the compressor is doing. So once it hits that threshold, this line over here is going to say, hey, let's bring it down. So you can hear that I'm getting a little heavily compressed right now. So, oh God, this is worse. Oh, stop. In the opposite side, oh my God. In the opposite side, we have the expander. So the expander says, hey, man, let's slope it up. Bring it up. Oh my God. Oh, shit. We're only 1/20th of the way there, I think. Next up, we got the bomb. It's called the C4. This is something that I used to use in my mastering until I got the C6. Yeah. A multi-band compressor is going to compress certain frequencies. So you're going to hear as I speak, yo, what is good? This is just one side of the frequency spectrum right there. Okay. And then this is the I thought S meant solo. But yeah, the C4, this is meant for multi-band compressing. I like to use it in the master, although a lot of mastering people hate me for that. But in my defense, screw you. It's my taste, it's me. By the way, hit me up for mixing and mastering. Then again, if you're watching this video, why would you want mixing and mastering? Because you're going to try and do it yourself, huh? Next up, we got a new plugin that I haven't used. It's called Center. Center, my guess is that it's trying to keep things in center. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just pan this to the right a little bit. And let's see what the center does. Center sounds in center. Look, it's in center. It says what it is. It does what it says. It says what it meant, and it meant what it sends. Yeah, so okay, this is some trickery. Okay, well, yeah.
Well, what if we just put sides? Oh God, the sides. How do I got sides on a mono vocal? Somebody enlighten me.
Next up, we got a plugin that I already bought like a couple days back, but they just want to rub it in my face. Let's go ahead and play with this. We got some bass in there, you know. I'm so good. My nails are so long. Some of y'all are cringing. That's okay. Alright, for those who don't get it, this is just basically a guitar, you know, the one knob, technically one fader type of plugin. Okay, so this is the CLA 2 compressor slash limiter. There you go. So it's two knobs. Oh God, look at all the increments on that. You need a damn magnifying glass. And then we have the peak reduction. So if you don't want this to go above something like the ceiling, hey, you should go all the way down there. And peak reduction, my ass. Just when you thought you've seen it all, here is the CLA 3A. It's basically two goddamn knobs. It looks like the same thing, except it's just black, and this thing has a black switch now. Break that shit off, man. Just when you thought you seen it all again, we got the same shit. Actually, yeah. It's just this, okay? So again, the image screwed me over, because you see, what? It's not two in one, not on top of each other. It's just the blue or the black. I actually used this before, and I like this one. But this one actually gives you a tone or a definition that you can feel in the sound. So, god dang, I'm sorry if this sounds so loud for you. My bad. Alright. God. 20 minutes in, and we're on our 10th plugin. This is D-Breath. If you haven't noticed, there's a big ass latency because this thing processes and lowers sound. Poo poo pee pee poo poo pee poo pee pee. Yeah. You see, it cuts out the breath when I breathe. I want to breathe. 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 Okay, so it doesn't count this as a breath. This is the de-esser, one of the classic plugins that I began using when I bought the Waves Gold version. So this is a de-esser. So if you don't know, it reduces the sibilance. Oh my God, at 120 frame, I love that. And you can see what is being denoised on this. Well, not denoised, but de-essed. So every time I say something, it's reducing. This next one is called a Doppler, and the Doppler does a lot of cool, fun stuff for us. But I don't like that it just goes to the right after it finishes from the left, because that's kind of weird. Like, that doesn't sound natural. It sounds like a click when you pop in it. You hear that little pop? What the hell, man? This sounds so weird, but I like to use it for a pannerizer. Well, although it's not doing the, the panning that I wanted, which is the You know, the regular, just left and right. But oh my God, stop! Doubler. We got the Doubler 2 here, but there's also the Doubler 4, and I'm guessing is there a Doubler 6? But Doubler does some cool stuff. If you hear the, oh my God, I'm a God, yeah, God, that. Next up, we got something called Eddie Kramer. I haven't used this one. DR drum channel. Okay, so apparently we'll need drums for this, so yeah, not my job. The FPC won't let me be. Okay, so apparently there's no presets. Are you kidding me? This is a waste. It's not easy to do on a keyboard. Oh yeah, this is apparently is a compressor and a processor for drums, but I don't know, it feels a little bit bullshitty to me. Alright, the next thing we got here is actually an electric grand piano, but the shit I care about using one of those, huh? Oh, I was about to say what if God, my keys are yellow. That's some sad stuff to see. Let's see, preset. Okay, we got some presets. What's Goto? So emo is basically EQ. Well, in this case, it's like a pass. So you can hear that one side of my error is cut off, and the other side is oh God, why did it do that? Yeah. So this is pretty cool, right? What it's doing is, you know, targeting just the left or the right. So now you can hear me. Oh my God. Oh shit. You can only hear me there, and now you can hear me in both. And oh, they include more of the emos. I'm not sure what the generator does. Let's play around. I'm gonna need this for the subwoofer to, you know, like tune it. Well, thank you for the noise. I really appreciate having a plug-in full of noise. Just noise. As my memers will like to say, noise. My recording stopped. Alright, so far we did 18. 18 minus 80, who knows? 62. Alright guys, camera fully charged, and hopefully within the last 30 minutes we could go over all these plugins. I load them all in here. By the way, you can see some have different names here. All of them say Wave Shell. That's because I had to like locate them. But yeah, I'll get into that later. So the emo is just like the other emos. So yeah, emo. Here's the left side. I'm boosting up the left side. Actually, see it says left and right. So yeah, so let's go and put that down. So now you can hear me a little bit more on the right side because it's the only right side that's up. So yeah, I really like this plugin. It really helps give that, hey, this is the left side, this is the right side. Let's have fun with them both. So yeah, you could do something like this. Make it sound pretty cool. Interesting, phasey feeling. Next up, we have this plugin. Oh my God, Enigma. So you can see it's pretty much giving you that triangle flangey, slappy feel. Kind of like an alien in some sort. And some swirly vocals. Okay, so this is how it sounds a little bit swirly. I wish my voice was just a little bit more, what's the word? Oh yeah, audible. That would have been nice. So let's see. Go ahead and do that. And this, yeah. Hey. Oh, I can't gain it up. That sucks. Okay. Moontron. Oh, yeah. This is that style. This is that stuff, dog. This is that stuff. All right, here we have, what the hell is this again? This is Greg Wells GW Tone Centric. So this is something that this is supposed to adjust your tone, like make it sound any heat. Oh, here we go. We got some hot sound. This sounds just like you're on the radio show talk host. What are you guys and girls doing right now? Y'all are tuning in. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button because every single thumbs up button works. Now, I sound like every single YouTuber that doesn't show their face online but wants to talk. Yeah, I mean, what else is there? It's just one knob. It's just a tone knob, so this gives a lot more tone. Cool. GTR. So another guitar amplifier. This is the guitar amp in itself. You got different styles. You could boost up. So this is for your guitar. I'm not gonna put out the guitar because it's gonna take a lot of work. We all know what the guitar does. You know what I'm saying? We got the shelf. This is the guitar. I almost said guitar. This is guitar is like mix box. You could like put a whole bunch of different little things. Stomp box. That's what I meant. So it's just a bunch of effects. You could turn them off and on. Octave. Octaving. Sound like an Eminem song. Next, this is the mix rack. Now, this is the opposite of stomps. It's just the effects now. So we could put in things like the EQ for this in a little pedal form. Here we go. We got a octaver. So the same thing. We could change the tone of the sound and so forth. We have a This is a tuning plugin, so you know it tunes your notes and whatever. If you want to tune your guitar, like I should have done. Now this is a good one. I suggest you guys and girls keep it. This is a H compressor. So yeah, hybrid line compressor. This is a compressor. We all know what compressors do, right? So yeah, I use this in the mastering section as well as a clipper of sorts. Next, we have the hybrid delay. Put me in there. Really good delay. Goes with the host of the BPM. Hey. Next we have this hall. We have IR. It's a convulsion reverb. That's right. So now it makes it sound like we're in the concert. I get those goosebumps every time. We have the Karmer HLS. What is this gonna do for us? We got a mic and a line, so it looks like it's gonna be some type of channel strip function. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and boost up some of those tones there. This preamp, I have no idea what this is doing. Okay, now we're boosting. So this is a middle, a 10K, and then a bass EQ. This is bypass and phase. And then we got over here input and output, so we could go ahead and meter and make sure we get the right things. Here's another one that you guys and girls should take note: the Kramer master tape. Now this one does some good, strong, nice, punchy works. You could pretty much do a lot of effects, like overdrive yourself here. You could give yourself flux right there. Pretty much sounds like the same thing, but trust me, when it works in music, it'll do, you know. Yeah. Boom, bam. After that, this should be the Pi compressor, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we got the same old guy. Okay, there we go. We got the threshold. This is basically another compressor in the form of a little Pi device, a little foot pedal device. Got a little can opener too. This one, keep note, L1 Ultra Maximizer. We got the old version and the new version right here. This is a limiter / Ultra Maximizer. This gives you what you want in the end. So you would use this in the end of the mastering chain. Should be the last plugin you use, unless you got like visualizers and whatever. You could quantize it down to the bits that you need, and you know, give it a ceiling. Make sure it doesn't go past certain peak, like full scale. Next, we got the L2 Ultra Maximizer. This is L2 right there, right? That's a 2. Yes, it's a 2. It kind of looks like a 3 or something, but L2 is the same thing, just, you know, in the L2 format. Then we got the L2 or the L3 Multi Maximizer. So this is the same thing. It's like a limiter maximizer. The only thing is that it has other bands now, so you can do like multi-band type of limiting here, or not limiting. Yeah, limited. Then here's a regular L3 of it. I don't know why there's so much different versions, but my guess would be because they all have a different sound and style and feel. Here's the L3 Ultra Maximizer now. So yeah, or no, L316. Okay, we in this biblical. So yeah, same thing in itself. This time it's like an EQ style instead of showing all that multiband shit. Now we have a linear phase EQ. I still got a little bit of delay, or not a delay, latency here. So yeah, bang that's wata, yeah. I don't really see anything happening. So yeah, we have a phase EQ, which I honestly don't know what the hell this is. It kind of looks like the same thing to me. Oh god, oh god. So I'm getting kind of a cut, but. Yeah, weird. This plugin works slow. Yeah, I saw like update. That's weird. But yeah, you could feel like, oh god, you could feel like things are weird with this thing, like phase. I'm turning that off. Here we have the linear phase. Here we go again, multiband. So this is a compressor now, multiband compressor. So cool. This one looks like it's kind of working. Oh wait, hold on, my bad. Yeah, so this one's yeah, this plugin needs some extra help because why is it not working real time? 48-bit double precision. Wow. 48-bit. Oh my god. After that, we got Maserati. Here we go at it again. Tony Maserati. I feel like his last name is a lie. DRM. What the hell? Drums? So we got another drum set up here. Looks like only one works at a time, similar to that other thing, the Kramer, was it? But yeah, you can switch it to the open hat, the tom, hi-hat, snare, bottom. Here we have another one that you should keep note of, Max Bass. Now, Max Bass is something that gives a bass emulation to your signal, your song. This would be used in the mastering section. This is something that will help you give a higher spectrum to your bass, a higher frequency range to your bass in order for it to be audible on other devices like your phone, I don't know, a small speaker, like a phone speaker.
So this is the bass right here. Let me go ahead and put this up here. Yeah, now you can hear this is the bass emulation that's added, and this is the original.
This one is a new one for me, max volume. So, and my guess is pretty much the same thing as the other thing, like the L1. Yeah, just it looks so weird, dude. Why would I don't understand. Like, oh my god. Oh, okay. No. Yeah. What the hell is going on? Here we have meta filter. So I'm guessing this is a filter effect. I'm just gonna go into presets because I don't know what the hell's going on there. Stereoizer. Oh my goodness. This is kind of like the love filter on Fruity Studio. Fruity Loop. FL Studio. Filter. So here's a slow one. Do we have like a triangle cut off? Godly. I almost got back into that shit. Almost hit me back into 2014 with the goddamn drum, Skrillex and shit. Godly. This is a meta flanger, so it's pretty much what it is. Flanging, flanger, a flangers. Usually I'd be using the stock flanger, stock reverb. Well, not stock reverb, but yeah, stock filters. So now we got the good stuff. I'm gonna use them even more. So this one is a mono mod. It sounds just like a Panamatic. So yeah, this is a Panner. What else is there to say? Full road. This is like a 360 panoramic pan, or what was it called? Like a spherical miracle. Wow. So here we go. We got a more folder. This is something that's supposed to be with like a synth. So let me see if I can do something here. Okay, well, I thought I could do the synth effect, but maybe I'll have to learn about it a little bit more. Modulator. Yeah, nah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest. Here we got the MV2 movie. I don't know what MV2 is. Is it just another one of those things? Oh God. Yeah. So, oh God, here we go. It's another limiter. Yet again, another limiter. Which one is this? A brick wall? Yeah. Pa. Yeah. Now we get into the one knob. This is literally one knob and it does one effect, which is pretty ideal and essential and quick and easy, and I love to use them. So this is the driver right here. Yeah. Next up, we got the one knob filter. So this is a filter. Yeah. You can actually use it as an automation like that. But yeah, it's a filter. What else is there to say? One knob pumper. Now this one is kind of like the gate. A gate. It's like pump. The PAS analyzer. This is gonna analyze signal sounds and give you a little visual. So you can see right here there is no, and I mean no, stereo going on. But once I do it to the left, you can see we have some action over here on the left side. There we go. We got a better visual. And let's go ahead and go a little bit to the right. And then you can see a little bit on the right. Let me keep it on the right for a second. This is showing you the signal, peak signal, max to the left and right. So there you go. Yeah. Next up, we have the PS2 spread. So it's kind of like a widener effect, basically. Yeah. So this is how it sounds. It's got a little bit of different. Yeah, you can make it sound like a whole bunch of different passages ways, and like look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, pretty cool to make wonky feeling style. Pluig Child. So this is gonna be the Pultec fake stuff. The Pluig. So yeah, we have a left channel, right channel, but hopefully they do the same thing. You can see they are gassed out because they are linked. If they're not linked, then you can do them whatever the way you want. That's ideal for stereo, but since we want them linked, we could go ahead and use this on, yeah. Oh, there you go. So you see on input signal, dropping it up, bringing it up, and change it to weight 1, and then just like that. Now we're all good. Then. If we do it left and right, now we're kind of like lopsided, you know what I'm saying? Right, there we go. Now we have a little bit more on the right, then we got the left, and then we got more on the left than we do on the right. I hope this video is quality enough for y'all. Here's the real bullshit Pultec. Y'all got that subwoofer on? Oh my God. It must sound like Jesus for y'all. And let's go over here about the 12 kilohertz and then put it up, and now I sound like I need a little bit of tea. I guess this is like the mid-range. Yeah, so it says the middle range is, now you got the kilohertz, 1.5 up to 5,000 kilohertz. And then over here we got the 200 to 7,000. Damn, this goes all the way. Here's the Queen Elizabeth 10. Just kidding. It's called the Q10 paragraphic equalizer. You better write your sentences. I use this in the end of my mastering. Well, second to last of the mastering. If I'm, no, third to last or fourth to last one. Third to last. This is to do a little bit of touch up, but this is essentially a parametric equalizer that you can use to, equalize stuff. I like it because it really gives you a good number. Like, it gives you every single number in the spectrum for you to be able to, toss and get accurate and pinpoint things just like that. And if you want to cut some hertz. Next up, we got the Q clone. I have no idea what the hell this does, so let's go ahead and play around. Booty. Oh wait. Booty rocking everywhere. No transmission, my ass. I don't understand it. Let's go to the next one. Useless. Goodbye. Here we have the Renaissance Axe. So this is yet another limiter. Oh boy, another limiter. At least this had like a different sound style. So if you want to try it with different limiters, see which one fits your taste for the particular song. I feel like that was like the 5th limiter I went over. Here we have de-esser. So this is the Renaissance, my bad, de-esser. We have light. We got a dark skin. That's kind of racist. We got the original skin, which I used I used this once upon a time. I really used this once upon a time, and I liked it. So much cool signal being dropped soon as you speak the sibilance. This is pretty good. I'm not gonna front. This is actually a pretty good plugin. Keep that in your arsenal. All right, so reverb. So I'm assuming y'all know what this is. It's a reverb, and it gives you a lot of customization, like to be. There's skin, and that's how it used to look. Yeah, I remember this now. But it gives you a lot of hands-on. So anything and everything you can put your hands on. Yeah. Next, we got the RVox. Wait, did I not? Okay, no, this is a compressor now, or gate. Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. We got the gate, and then we got compression here in the middle, and then we got the GR. I mean, the makeup gain, if you say, like, to drop it. You don't have, like, a bring up the gain. Here we got the S1 Imager. I know this one because I love it and I use it. This is another one I use in the mastering chain just to make things a little bit wider if it needs to be, or a little bit squeezed in if it has to be. Depends on the type of sound. Here is Sibilance. I use this as the de-esser for sound signals. So here's a example. Suck free, suck test. Here's the sound shifter. Latency.
Up, transpose up. Why would you use this when you have Auto-Tune Pro that does it all without having to have latency? I don't know. Hey guys. Yeah. Hey guys, it's Fred. You wanna go fuck yourself?
Okay, what is this? Super tap. You trying to super tap that ass? Pause. Super pause. Here's the tap. It's a delay. Echo. Poop. Another multi-band compressor, isn't it? Huh? Okay. Doesn't look like there's a lot of options to go with. Okay, I don't know if the whatever I lost, but here's the Trans X multi, so I'm guessing this is yet another multi-band compression, and it does the range dropping as you see right here. Wait. Bam, boom, boom. You can see it slapping there. Not a lot of options as the C6, so I'm not seeing any use in that one. So sorry, goodbye. Here's Trans X Wide. So this is supposed to be a sound widening tool. Let's do it. I got no idea what the fuck is going on. Don't worry, guys, we're almost done. Here is TrueVerb. I used this a lot before. Actually, I used this in my drum send effect. No, not even just my drums. I use this in my send effect for my vocals, actually. I would pull up the preset, but that takes too much time. Yeah, actually, do I have some here? I can't believe I never put some effect presets on there. But yeah, I use this a lot. God damn, I'm so sorry. What's good? This is my reverb setting. Not really, but it feels good. Take off. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. We're almost there. Just 12 more plugins, believe it or not. Here is the next one, Ultra Pitch. We're back in the ultra stuff. Ultra combo. But yeah. Okay. Whoa. It's a cool style.
I really gotta read the instruction manuals to get all of these because these are some cool effects, okay? And you could get a lot of creativity in this effect. Just gotta read the manual.
Here we got the Ultra Pitch, so I'm guessing just one. But you could change your
pitch right here?
And the format, this is actually faster than the other thing. I'm not really getting that much latency, so I can speak fluently.
Next we have, what in the shit is this? Okay. So apparently the only signal's on my left side. This is a 5.1 control room. No, this is a 5.0 one. I remember they have the 5.1 here, or maybe it's backwards. Here we have the V Collection compressor. This is a compressor. You may be wondering, why is there so much compressors in this goddamn bundle? Why is there always so much compressors? They all have their own style and taste and feel. So yeah, it's best to play around with them. Here we got some Pultec little knobs. That's pretty cool. But yeah, they all have their own taste and style. So be mindful and try them all out. See which one sounds good to you and which one you fancy. Yeah, what else is there to say about a compressor? It's just straight up compression. And you got an analog setting. That's pretty cool. Off, on, middle frequency, high frequency, output. So there's no low pass filter. What in the world? Okay. So these have two knobs. So that's why you didn't hear anything. I never Pultec'd before, dude. God dang it. There we go. So I guess you gotta click on the numbers here for that, and then you can boost it up accordingly. There we go. They almost got me with that. I would say, oh, I wish they would change the ring to make it look like, you could change it. But in their defense, they're trying to emulate the old style. Okay, here's another one. Yet another one. It's pretty much the same thing, just a lot of more options and, different ranges. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's not really go over any more of that. My back is hurting. We have the Vitamin. Is this the Vitamin Sonic? Or is this Vitamin? There we go. This is Vitamin. Let's go ahead and play around with it. Mastering. Oh, okay. So here's a mastering option. Is this yet another multiband? Yes, it is. But the only difference is you don't really have the tokens to play around with. You just got to base it off of here. Yeah, it seems so, right? But it all looks like that multi-band compression stuff, so don't get me wrong if it's, wrong. You know what I'm saying? Here's the vocal writer. Now, this is one that has to deal with the vocals, obviously. I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable using this. No, not really much use for it. But then again, like I said, there is different applications that you could use for it. Sorry, is my glasses glaring too much for y'all? So notice when I speak, it wants to get the loudness to stay consistent, or at least within this range voice. So if I were to raise my voice, you see it just dropped. It wants to keep that same level. So here's the same level, which is pretty damn low. Oh my goodness. But if I go ahead and raise my voice, I want to sound a little bit there. I want to sound a little bit there. There. You can see that. Almost done. This is a volume unit, so you could change the headroom according to your master and use this VU meter to measure the heat, or the what's the word, the strength of the mix. Usually a fun plugin to use, but whenever I load in my master preset, I have it on there, but for some reason the plugin's like this, and I'm like, man, forget it, I'm not even gonna use it, so I just delete it every time I see it. Last two plugins we have here is the Waves Tune. I'm not really gonna get into this. It's basically auto tune, but for waves. It looks like you need to drop a vocal in there or something. I'm not gonna do it. And the last thing is gonna be the loudness units meter. Oh, there we go. So you could check out the metering. So here's the short term, the long term, momentarily. So it reads all the loudness units for you. I don't need this myself because I got the device to read the meters, the hardware, and I also have Wavelabs to help me out. But this is good for everybody who wants to, have the loudness units meter straight in the project. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the plugins that's included in the Horizon bundle of Waves, which there we go. So yeah, that's all 80 or so. May have been 81, 82, I don't know. Maybe 79, I don't know. But yeah, let me point out to you guys and girls real quick which plugins I feel is essential or is useful in my applications, which would be the mastering or mixing, that you may enjoy using. So C1, C4, so that's 2, de-esser, the CLA, this one, so 4, emo 4 would be cool, 5, the doubler 6, 7, Karmate 8, 9, 10. If you want to count those, I'm not going to count those. 11, 12, 13. I'm sad they don't put the one knob brighter in there. But yeah, 13 so far. I would say 14. I never used this. I just got it today, so get off my back. 15 or 14, whatever. 15, let's just say 15. 16. Fuck it, throw you in there. 17. 18. Looks like we got 18 plugins that I just point out of the 80 that I feel is useful for my application, which would be mix and mastering for the majority of people. Whatever, 20. About 20. So I would say about 1/4 of these plugins I would use on a regular. But would you guys and girls use all these plugins? Let me know what you guys and girls think. Don't forget that you have a 40% off while the supplies last. Just go use Creative 40. You can only use one coupon at a time. So if you use Creative 40, you can't use like a rewards or something like that. You got to pay straight out your money. And you get a free plugin when you spend $50. So yeah, go ahead and click the link in the description below. Maybe you could get an extra 10% off for it to be 50. If not, then whatever. At least you tried. Thank you for trying. But yeah, that's the Horizon right there. Get it for 300 instead of 4,000 while supply lasts. Your boy Justin Omo, he just showed you everything. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe again. I'll be around showing you even more plugins. Yeah. Peace. I'm out.